Today I want to talk about something that separates winners from quitters, achievers from dreamers, and success from failure: consistency. We all have goals. We all have dreams. But the real question is, are we showing up every single day to make them a reality? Consistency isn't about motivation, it's about discipline. And sometimes we have to force ourselves to be consistent even when we don't feel like it. Because the truth is, success doesn't come from what we do occasionally, it comes from what we do consistently. Decide what you want, commit. The first and most crucial step in becoming consistent is knowing exactly what you want. Without clarity, it's easy to get lost, distracted, or discouraged. Think about it: how can you stay committed to something if you don't have a clear vision of where you're going? Take a moment to ask yourself, what do I truly want to achieve? Why is this important to me? What will my life look like if I stay consistent? Your goals must be specific. Saying, "I want to be successful," is too vague. Instead, define it. I want to build a thriving digital marketing business that generates 6 figures annually, or I want to become a top content creator with 100,000 engaged followers. The more specific your goal, the easier it becomes to commit to it. But here's the hard truth: deciding what you want is the easy part. The real challenge is committing to it. Commitment means showing up every day whether you feel like it or not. It means pushing through distractions, staying focused, and prioritizing your goals over temporary pleasures. It's about making a promise to yourself and keeping it. Think of commitment like a contract you sign with yourself. Once you set your goal, tell yourself no more excuses, no more procrastination, no more waiting for the perfect time. The moment you commit, you eliminate other options. You stop entertaining thoughts like, "Maybe I'll do it tomorrow," or "I don't feel like it today." Those thoughts don't exist for people who are truly committed. One powerful strategy to reinforce commitment is visualization. Every morning, spend a few minutes imagining yourself achieving your goal. See yourself as that successful entrepreneur, athlete, writer, or expert. Feel the emotions of success. The more you visualize it, the more real it becomes, and the stronger your commitment grows. Another effective method is writing down your commitment. Put it somewhere visible: a sticky note on your mirror, wallpaper on your phone, or a journal entry you read every day. Studies show that writing your goals increases your chances of achieving them significantly. And finally, remind yourself why you started. When times get tough, revisit your why. Is it for financial freedom? To prove to yourself that you can do it? To create a better future for your family? Whatever it is, let that purpose drive you. Deciding what you want is the first step, but true power comes when you commit to it fully, wholeheartedly, and with no turning back. Stop relying on motivation. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to stay consistent is waiting for motivation to strike. They tell themselves, "I'll start working when I feel inspired," or "I hit the gym when I feel motivated." But here's the harsh reality: motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like a passing breeze. If you rely on it, you'll never get anywhere. Think about the most successful people: top athletes, entrepreneurs, content creators, or industry leaders. Do you think they feel motivated every single day? Absolutely not. The difference between them and the average person is that they take action even when they don't feel like it. The problem with motivation is that it's based on emotion. And let's be honest, our emotions are unpredictable. Some days we wake up excited and ready to conquer the world. Other days we feel tired, lazy, or uninspired. If we only took action when we felt like it, we'd never build momentum. So what's the solution? Discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. It's waking up early when your bed is warm and comfortable. It's studying when you'd rather watch Netflix. It's showing up for your business even when you're not seeing immediate results. Discipline is what separates achievers from dreamers. A great way to develop discipline is by creating a structured routine. When something becomes part of your daily schedule, you no longer wait for motivation, you just do it. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't wake up and ask yourself, am I motivated to brush my teeth today? No, you just do it because it's a habit. That's how you should approach your goals. Another powerful strategy is the 5-second rule, a technique developed by Mel Robbins. The rule is simple. The moment you feel hesitation about taking action, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. This helps override your brain's natural resistance to difficult tasks and forces you into action before you can talk yourself out of it. You should also remove decision fatigue. The more you have to decide whether to do something, the more likely you are to talk yourself out of it. Instead, make it non-negotiable. Set a fixed time for your important tasks, whether it's working out, writing, studying, or building your business, and stick to it no matter what. And here's something to remember. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. The more you take action, the more momentum you build. And momentum leads to progress, which naturally boosts your motivation. So instead of waiting to feel motivated, start moving and motivation will follow. Build small daily habits. When people set big goals, they often think they need to make huge changes overnight. They believe success comes from taking massive action in short bursts. But the truth is, real success comes from small, consistent actions repeated over time. Imagine trying to get in shape. If you go to the gym for 5 hours one day but then don't return for 2 weeks, will you see results? Of course not. But if you work out for just 30 minutes every single day, your body will start to transform. This is the power of small, daily habits. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with consistency is that they set goals that feel too overwhelming. They say things like, I'll write a book in a month. I'll learn an entire new skill in a week. I'll quit all my bad habits overnight. While these ambitions are great, they can lead to burnout and disappointment. Instead of focusing on huge changes, start by creating small, easy-to-follow habits that move you in the right direction. The power of tiny changes. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, explains that small habits, when done consistently, lead to massive results over time. He uses the example of a plane. If a plane leaving Los Angeles adjusts its route by just a few degrees, it will land in New York instead of Washington, D.C. A tiny change, when repeated over time, leads to a completely different destination. The same principle applies to your habits. If you improve by just 1% every day, by the end of a year, you won't just be 365% better, you'll be over 37 times better. Small actions, compounded daily, create exponential growth. How to build small daily habits? Start ridiculously small. The biggest mistake people make is trying to change everything at once. Instead, start with something so small that it feels easy. If you want to start reading, don't aim for 50 pages a day, just read 1 page. If you want to work out, start with 5 push-ups. Once it becomes a habit, naturally you'll do more. Anchor new habits to existing ones. One of the easiest ways to make a habit stick is by attaching it to something you already do daily. For example, after brushing your teeth, read 1 page of a book. After making your morning coffee, write down your goals. After finishing work, Spend 10 minutes on a side project. This technique, called habit stacking, makes it easier to stay consistent because it links new habits to existing ones. Make it easy and obvious your environment plays a huge role in your habits. If you want to read more, keep a book on your nightstand. If you want to eat healthier, put fruits and vegetables at the front of your fridge. By making the habit easy to do and hard to ignore, you increase your chances of following through. Track your progress. What gets measured gets improved. Keep a habit tracker where you mark off each day you complete your habit. Seeing your progress visually will keep you motivated and push you to maintain your streak. Focus on identity, not just goals. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, start saying, I am a writer. Instead of, I want to be fit, say, I am someone who exercises daily. When you change your identity, your habits naturally align with who you believe you are. Small habits might seem insignificant at first, but over time they lead to massive results. The key is to be consistent every single day, no matter how small the action.